Good morning. I want to talk about the Ascended Masters that were here on Earth. I don't have a education on them. I'm only going to talk about what I have personally have experienced. I did a reading last week, and a very powerful yet loving pink plasma energy came through during the reading. This was for my client. I said, I don't understand this energy, but she's pink, and she would be considered a saint. She's full of love and compassion, and at this point my eyes were just tearing up because I felt so much love and compassion from this pink plasma energy. Now my client knew exactly who that was. It was Quan Yin. So after the reading, I had to do some research on this energy. She's Asian, and she was born into a royal family, and her father wanted her to marry into another royal family, and she refused. She wanted to be Buddhist. She wanted to go to a Buddhist temple and be of service to others. She wanted to help heal people. Her father was angry, of course, and he said, okay, go to your Buddhist temple. He ordered the monks to make her life so miserable, hoping that she would say, okay, this isn't for me. I will go marry the prince in the royal family. That isn't what happened. She worked and worked, and everything that the monks put on her, she completed. She had so much love and compassion for what she was doing that it affected the other people there, and they just started helping her with her workload. This further angered her father, who ordered her to be killed because he believed she had demons. Anyone that would choose such a miserable life over a life of royalty must be possessed by a demon. But yet she still had love and compassion. So there's several different versions of her life, but this is the one that I resonate with. I know Saint Germain's energy has presented itself to me during readings. Yeshua, I've had three occasions where I have experienced Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. They come together. Not during readings, but during my hypnosis session and twice out in the woods when I was walking. These ascended masters, and there has been several, This is why we have so many different religions. They came to Earth in a different density. None of them came into the density that we're currently navigating through. They were at a higher frequency. They were able to use their gifted powers that Source gave them. They were born with these powers. All of them brought their teachings to teach us how to reclaim our powers. This time and space, it is very negative, I understand that, but the cracks are letting the light in. I'm no saint, I'm still human, but I know I'm here to change the frequency on this planet, and my priority are my grandchildren. I have healed generations of trauma. What I have healed to myself, healed my mother, healed my father, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, and so on. That way my grandchildren don't have to do it. My daughters have totally dismantled decades of alcoholism and drug abuse on their father's side. So my grandchildren don't have to do it. If you're a spiritual person, everything that you're doing is important. Holding a door open for a stranger raises the vibration. Smiling at strangers raises the vibration. There's no greater effort at raising a vibration. It's all equal. You don't have to try so hard to be a good Christian or a good spiritual person. You are who you are. Time and time again, through readings, my clients feel like they're failing in some way, and they're not. Someone put a thought in their head. More than likely, it was religion that convinced them that they're not doing enough work. The moment we're born, we are told we are sinners. You are born a sinner. And that is not the truth. You are born perfect. And if you come here in this world, that takes a lot. It's not easy to be navigating through this density. It's an honor and a privilege for me to tap into these ascended masters. Through each reading, they tell me what an honor it is for them to be working with certain people here on the planet. Quan Yin is a healer. I'm going to get to know her more because I can use her energy. I'm so grateful that she came through that reading because I had never heard of her before. If you're watching this video, you are indeed healing generations of trauma. You are making a difference. Even if you're just sitting home raising your family, protecting your family from daycare centers or schooling, whatever you're doing, it's important. If you're out there on the front lines fighting against this polarized energy that wants to control us, you're making a difference. Every time you speak up about food coloring in our foods or the unnecessary CDC schedule for the children, I have to be careful with what I say, but the 72 needles required for our beautiful children. If you're out there fighting for that, you're an ascended master, trust me. These ascended masters are in awe at what we're doing. You're here to master thyself. You're here to master thyself. That's what they did. They mastered themselves. They mastered lessons. They mastered the polarized energies. That's why they're called ascended masters. You are here to master thyself. I am mastering myself. I don't channel any of these different energies. I channel my higher self. I met my higher self. I have reached my higher self. And that's what we're doing. It's like coming down here, going through boot camp over and over again until you finally get it right. But I'm still not perfect. I'm still in human form. And it's difficult. I have a lot of pain, but I have contracts that have to be fulfilled. I have a couple of surgeries coming up that I was hoping to get out of, but I have contracts with these surgeons. Does it make it any easier to accept? No, not really. I went into a form of meditation a couple of weeks ago, and you know, when you're in a state of meditation, you don't feel the pain, the aches and the pains anymore because you're totally relaxed. And I saw a white figure. I didn't see a face or anything. I could just see the aura of a man with a tablet and some sort of pencil or ink, something he was marking on the tablet with. And I was complaining about my aches and pains, and I just feel like this avatar is just really breaking down. And he looked at me and he said, you know, every time you come over here, you're complaining. And I'm like, yeah. I invite you to step into this avatar for 5 minutes and see if you like the way it feels. But he just shook his head and kept writing whatever he was writing down. So I'm not perfect. And even though I can reach a state of consciousness and I can tap into these amazing energies, I still have my own challenges. I still have things that I have to go through. But I still feel very honored. So I lined everything up pink here with my pink rose quartz and my pink Himalaya salt lamps and my pink stones and my pink bandana in honor of Quan Yin. She came to me as a very beautiful pink energy, and she is associated with dragons. You know, we are going to clean up this polarized energy. This polarized energy is not hell or the devil. This polarized energy is out of control because of humans. Excuse me. It's all created by the same source. It's just someone wants to recreate us, and they want to keep hold on this planet, but it's not going to happen. We're already winning this thing. And I do know I will be coming back here in the early 3000s because I'm going to want to see the work that has been done. From now until then, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But please know that all of your prayers are being heard, and all of these ascended masters are also praying to you, because you're just as important as they are. You have a spark of source inside of you. You are source. You're doing the best you can, just like me. I'm doing the best I can. And it's not easy. And they are so proud of us. They love us so much. I mean, after that reading, Quan Yin stayed with me for about 30 minutes, and I literally felt like I was in a different dimension. And what baffles me the most, I think, is a majority of Christian religion would tell me that what I'm doing is evil, and that was actually a demon deceiving me. Shame on them. Quan Yin is not a demon. Saint Germain is not a demon. The archangels are not demons. They're energy and frequencies here to assist. The vibration that I felt through Quan Yin, the devil's not that clever. The polarized evil energy could never raise their frequency to such a state. They could not fake that love and compassion that I experienced through all of these ascended masters. There's just no way. is too powerful, and it comes straight from Source. We have an all-loving God. We have a very loving God that is so proud of us to be here, to change the energy on this planet. The earth is, she's moving, man. She is out of this density. And one time when I was hiking, she told me, I already know who's going with me. I already know who will benefit. I already know who is going to assist me in the future. And I'm going to wait for all of them to wake up, because I'm taking them with me. And we do need to be fighting for the trees, and we do need to be fighting for cleaner air, cleaner food, cleaner water. And we're already seeing the changes. Not everything's peaceful. We're warriors, that's why we're here. I hope that you have an amazing day. I know this channel's not very big because I'm not really pushing it, but if you want to share my channel, I would appreciate it. I'm going to go pick up my grandchildren and we're going to go swimming. And remember, the bodies of water, they give you downloads. They awaken cell memory. They help you awaken your abilities, your God-given abilities. If you're not listening to Cryon on YouTube, that would be something you might be interested in, because he's got some great messages. And because I have tapped into my higher self back during my plant medicine journey, I just don't really feel the need to follow or listen to a lot of YouTube channels anymore. I have the answers right inside of me, inside of my own head. My higher self is very strong right now, and I'm so grateful. My higher self is a no-nonsense higher self. He's going to say it like it is. But he's also the most kind and loving energy. He's just, and I say it's a he because he's very masculine. And I'm just so grateful that he finally reached his hand out to me and pulled me up and said, oh my God, you made it. You made it. Now, let's get the show on the road. Let's do this. Okay, remember, you are loved and you are love. You're gonna figure it out. You are a blessing in disguise. You are exactly who you're supposed to be. If you were supposed to be different, then you would be different. Trust in your higher self. Have an amazing day.